Warning, I'm on a journey to handicap home runs in Major League Baseball. I'm not claiming to be sharp. I'm not claiming to have an edge. I bet based on the 3 Ps, pitcher, park, and price. We probably won't win long term. This is for entertainment and education. And if only I could remember that after a losing day and not come on here and freak out, well, by golly, we would be in a much better position. If you like the video, like the video. There's no out of vig for clicking that thumb. Welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. Happy Saturday. It's gloomy here. I do have a tee time at 9:20. It's going to be 60 degrees, windy, and soggy. Don't know what I was thinking, but that's why this video is a little bit earlier today. I want to thank you guys for allowing me to vent yesterday and voice my concerns, my emotions, just get it off my chest. I think that's helpful for me to do, and you guys were very helpful as well in the comments. Some overwhelming consensuses were, one, that I need to continue to slim it down, which I totally understand. There are 15 games today, and at one point in time in the season, I'd be playing 4 per game. I'd be playing 60 plays. And so you're going to see that it is slimmed down. But again, I'm still trying to find the balance of, I like this guy, I think there's value here, and maybe it's still not the best play. I don't know. I mean, like I said, there's nothing worse than looking at a guy, considering a guy, and saying, well, I'm not going to play him because I have to slim down, and then watching him hit one. So I think if the only reason I am not taking a guy is because I feel like I need to slim down my list, I think that's a bad reason. So I'm playing overall, ultimately, what I feel comfortable. The second thing, probably the second most popular comment was either you have to be okay with playing the plus 200 Shohei Ohtanis of the world, or you have to cut out the Stephen Kwan, the Bryce Turangs of the world. And I went back and looked because somebody actually mentioned those two exact guys, and I am up over a unit on both of those guys only. If you just take my plays from them, I'm up over a unit, and I only play them when I do think there's value with pitcher, park, and price. And since their odds are so high, often I only have to hit 1 out of every 10 picks I have on them to be profitable in that scenario. So I'm going to continue playing those numbers. I know that many of you don't agree with that strategy. That's 100% fine, but it's worked for me, and I'm comfortable with that. So that's what I'm going to roll with. Yesterday, we did have a profitable day, 0.24 units up, and if you remove the purple plays, it would be 0.74. We are adding these purple plays so that we can supplement these home runs and hopefully win more on the side. And as you can see, we're 9-11. We're actually down on purple plays. So I did not take any team total home runs today. Been killing us a little bit. That's okay. It happens. Ryan O'Hearn, Goldschmidt, Olsen, Pete Crow Armstrong ended up hitting 2. Michael Busch all hit home runs. We took the White Sox over 1.5, first 5 team total. I said I like the play. I said I also like the White Sox on the money line at 275, but I'm not going to officially do it. And wouldn't you know, the Chicago White Sox won the game yesterday. But that's okay. If any of you happen to hear that and play it, congrats. But it was a little bit of a long shot. I got to trust myself. Maybe that's another lesson in this series, is just trust yourself, relax. It's a long season. Santana hit 1, Toronto money line cashed, and then Brandon Nimmo hit 1 late in the night. So we're okay. Deep breath. Let's look at today. Like I said, 15 games. Remember, if you want to sign up for Novig using my code GMGO, all caps, you get a 50% deposit match up to $25. We are up to 4, 21 more, and we give away $100. Here's the slate for today. You see some green, you see some red, you see some black, and you see some pink. Pink means there is a rainout possibility. Be careful in those. Some places will void if the game goes a little bit and then gets canceled. Some places will not. FanDuel will take your money. Everything else, I think, usually voids if they only play a certain amount of innings. Anyway, Boston and Minnesota. I'm going to start with a guy's whose name I can't pronounce. So if you want to help me out, Rafaela for Boston, 6-1. Good price there. Minnesota, Edouard Julien at 9-1, Carlos Correa 6-1, and Ty France 7-1. All of those are good prices. The situation is fine. The pitching is okay. So I'm comfortable extending to 4 plays here. Remember, if one of those guys hit, we profit on the game. And that's kind of how I like to set up my portfolio. Arizona and Philadelphia. Wow. Wind is blowing out to a big degree. Brandon Pfaadt is on the mound for, or Fat, or is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Started the year pretty poorly, but has picked it up as of late, looked better. And then Aaron Nola, an ace, a dog, a one-time Cy Young contender, maybe winner. I don't know. He's horrible this year. His ERA is like over 5. He's given up home run after home run. Just a really bad start to the year. I got 2 plays, though. Perdomo at 750 and Nick Castellanos at 480. I am going to take a purple prop play of Aaron Nola to have 6 strikeouts at plus money. I think this is a theory I'm testing, but I think players know when conditions are good. Players know when the park is small, the wind is blowing, like they get that home runs are going to be more friendly today than they were a month ago. And I think they're going to be more aggressive. And aggression on the batter's part, yeah, it could generate runs, but it can also generate whiffs and strikeouts. So I'm going to play Aaron Nola, although he's looked poor throughout the entirety of this year, every start. I believe he's gone over this 6 strikeout prop in 4 out of 5, and the one he missed was 5. I think that's correct. You could double check me, but he's been over this 6 number quite a bit, and I like it at plus money against this team. So those are the plays. Not too many home runs, just 2. And I know you guys, I'm hearing you. Trust me, I'm hearing you in your feedback. I'm going to put a little bit more green in here. And you guys are going to say, you're playing too much. You need to play 3 to 7 picks a game. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to continue to do what I've done. Slim it down a little bit. But these green picks would be if I am hearing you guys, if I am listening to your guys' criticism and suggestions, and I was only going to do sub 10 plays a day, the green would be it. Okay? That's how we're going to roll with this from now on. I know I haven't been doing many green, but that's how we're going to approach it. So if you want to say, okay, I like green means go. I think he might have something here. I think long-term he's going to get something done. But I wish he'd play 5 to 10 picks a game. Or a pick game. He is playing 5 to 10 picks a game. I wish he'd play 5 to 10 picks a day. Look at the green. Just look at the green. All right? Baltimore and Kansas City, a little bit disappointing last night. I thought Kansas City was undervalued in that game. I thought we'd see home runs. Neither were true. Adley Rutschman, Ryan Mountcastle, Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, and Kyle Isbell. 750, 650, 375, 430, and 14 to 1. Yeah, I know. You shouldn't be playing Kyle Isbell at 14 to 1. I like the matchup, I like the park, and I like the price. I don't love anything. That's why it's red. San Diego and, okay, so here's what I'll say. Look, Washington and Cincinnati. We skipped it yesterday. I had C.J. Abrams and Washington team total. Josh Bell hit a home run. That's it in the whole game. So sometimes when this number is green, it doesn't mean good things. It can, but not always. So I'm not going to get suckered into this. I don't like anybody else. I looked at Gavin Lux. I looked at Ellie De La Cruz. I looked at Tyler Stevenson. Didn't like a soul for Washington. If there's 4 home runs, we live, and we accept it. But I don't want to lose on something by forcing. So I don't have anything for that. Pittsburgh and San Diego. Conditions aren't great. Only have 1 play in this game, and it's Manny Machado, 430. Yankee Stadium continues to be a batter's paradise. We hit Goldschmidt yesterday. Let's get some today. Not a ton of plays again. Volpe and Yandy Diaz. 1 from each team, keeping it light. I don't mind Goldschmidt today. Price, I think, was 430. It's about right on the number I was okay with, so I just passed on it. I've passed a lot. I just cannot pass on this game in Atlanta. Dodgers screwed us yesterday. I thought Grant Holmes was very gettable. Grant Holmes came out and had a career night. 9 or 10 strikeouts, most ever. Dodgers hit 1 home run in the game. Mookie Betts, tough game, tough loss. We lost 0.5 units on a 2-team total home run play. Cost us. Again, like I said, we'd be up 7. It doesn't matter. That was yesterday. Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith, Andy Pages. All at really good prices. 5, 75, 600, 700, 750. Pages has been seeing the ball well. I like that number. For Atlanta, Michael Harris, Austin Riley, and Marcell Ozuna. My favorite plays would be Hernandez and Riley. If I was playing 2 plays from this game, Hernandez and Riley would be them. Texas and Seattle. Seattle put the beat down on them yesterday, 13 to 1. Cal Raleigh, grand slam. Cal Raleigh hit another one. Julio Rodriguez hit one. I see Texas getting the edge. I know they're throwing out Patrick Corbin, who's historically not been the best pitcher, but I think Luis Castillo actually gets hit pretty hard by this Texas team today. Marcus Semien at 91 is crazy. I like him for a green play, and Adolis Garcia is a fine play at 450. I'm also going Texas money line 0.25. Like I said, I think I think we're getting a case of starting pitcher pricing here, and Castillo is generally a better pitcher than Corbin. But I think with the batters in the lineups that we are projecting, I think Texas actually has the advantage over Castillo in this one. So I like them as the underdog, 116 on FanDuel, 0.25 units. And then this is it, guys. Okay, we only got this many more plays. Milwaukee and Chicago, it's a dome game. Yelich, Contreras, 460. Wilson, Bryce Turang at 12-1. I'm doing it. All right. And Chicago, only Suzuki today. Only guy I liked. I considered Dansby Swanson. I considered nobody else. Cleveland and Toronto, a game that is also in a dome. And you see it, Stephen Kwan at 15-1. It's a good price for his matchup today against Gausman. Very good price. So I'm riding it. Jose Ramirez tweaked his ankle yesterday, I think. So he's probably not going to play. Didn't like anybody else. Oh, yes, I did. I thought I liked Santana today. What am I on? I like Santana today. What? Hold on. We interrupt this broadcast. Yeah, Santana 650 bet 365. I have it. Santana 650 bet 365. Add it in. Sorry. Santana, one more time. Santana, like if you just fast forward, I'm trying to get your attention. Hello. Santana 650 bet 365 is going on the list. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 6-1. LA and Detroit. Luis Rengifo 10-1. Good price. Crazy history against Jack Flaherty. Like scary good matchup. He sees Jack's pitches well. So I like his over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, I had to seed this price. I had to put this out on Novig. This is not guaranteed right now. Somebody has to match the other side. But I like it at 130 for 0.25 units. We'll see if it gets matched. Zach McKinstry for Detroit, only play there. Riley Green hit 2 home runs in the same inning last night. How often does that happen? Not very. And then lastly, this game I'm skipping the game in Chicago. It's just too cold. I looked at Benintendi. I looked at Brooks Baldwin. So if you want crazy fringe plays, go for it. Game in San Francisco, skipping. A game in St. Louis says -25. It's a little chilly, but I do think the wind can help some lefties in this one. So I'm going with Winker and Nimmo. I think their prices are fine, even the conditions, okay? So I know I said I wasn't going to do round robins again, blah, 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 parlays. You're losing a lot. I get it. I'm going to shift a little bit. And for the longest time, really for the entire time of this, I picked some long shots, like 800, 650 to 10-1 odds and put them into this. And I don't think that's the strategy. I think that's a fine strategy for solos. I don't think it's a strategy for round robins and parlays. So I'm going to try something new. I'm going to take guys who are more likely to hit home runs. I'm going to pick odds of guys who are lower. So Austin Riley, Anthony Volpe, Nick Castellanos, William Contreras for Milwaukee, and Bobby Witt Jr. All of those guys could hit a home run today. Like those are names we see. Those are names we see often. Why not all 5 today? Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Enjoy your Saturday, your gloomy, overcast Saturday if you live in the Midwest. And thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow.